Hi, everybody. What's up? It's Alicia. I hope that you're doing great. This Learning Tube class is me and you. You should be seeing me right now. Is this thing on? And you should be hearing me. Is this thing on? And you should also be seeing my screen. Okay, great. So today's class is actually a short class because it's a gift that I have for you. So I have a workbook for you, and this workbook is what I want you to do for yourself for the next 12 weeks. How long? 12 weeks. So I'm going to walk you through your workbook and then give it to you as my gift to you. Do you guys like gifts? I know that you do. Okay. So the first thing is take inventory. Before you begin, so you're going to get your workbook, but I just want to walk you through it. So download your workbook, make sure that you have it. And now let's talk about what's in your workbook. The first thing in your workbook, take inventory. So before we begin this journey, I want you to take inventory of where you are and how often you talk positively or negatively about yourself. A lot of times we have a lot of negative self-talk. Is that true or is that true? Tell me in the comments, is that true or is that true? We have a lot of negative self-talk. So I want you to pay attention to your negative self-talk and your positive self-talk. But I just want you to take inventory of how often you do it. So Monday, that first dot right there, how often do you do it? The positive self-talk, find a marker that is green and one that is red and just mark up these dots right here. Now, you can also do the check mark for a positive self-talk and an X mark for a negative. And then go back and look at your week and how many times did you do positive? How many times did you do negative? Okay. So week number 1, I want you to talk about changing your self-talk. So week number 1 is about changing your self-talk. This week, we're going to note the negative things that you tell yourself and work on turning them around. So you guys ready to do some turnarounds? So what negative things did you tell yourself? And then how would you turn that into an empowering thought? So negative things on one column and empowering thoughts on the right. Now let's back up for a minute. And why do you have this assignment right here? Like, why are we doing this week on the Learning Tube? It's because a lot of you have reached out and said that you need help in shifting your mindset. So in doing that, we've come up with some exercises that's going to help you with a shift. And even if you don't think that you need a shift, you need a shift. All right. So we all need to take inventory and do these type of things. A lot of times people do not talk about the importance of personal development, self-development, but it is just as important as building your business and doing your entrepreneurial learning. You also need to learn about how to improve yourself. Okay. Week number 1. Are you ready for week number 1? Week number 1 starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow because today you're going to go back and look at all your negative self-talk and you're going to think about that for the whole week. But week number 1, change your self-talk. So this week we're going to note the negative things that you tell yourself and work on turning them around. So an example is, I'm not good with math. And instead of saying that, you reframe it to say, math is hard, but I can learn hard things. You say, I'm not good on this computer, but you can change that to say, the computer might be a little tricky for me, but I'm going to master it, right? Then you're like, oh, I can't design graphics or figure out how to outsource it. You're going to say, I'm not that creative yet, but I'm going to learn design better and I'm going to master outsourcing the stuff that I don't want to do. Okay. Yay. So that's it. That's all you're doing. Week number 2. So I see a question here. If I want to make the week's days, can I do it? You can do whatever you want. It's your workbook. Okay. Week number 2, learn to meditate. Now I have the app on my phone called Calm. So that's what I'm recommending to you. Let me show you the app. Back. It's this app that says Calm on it. Do you see it? The light blue app between Netflix and Amazon. It says Calm on it. It has self-guided meditation in the app. There's also another one called Happy, I think, that I've heard about a lot, but I have Calm. But make an appointment with yourself for a few minutes each day to meditate. Mark each session below, and you only need to complete one session a day. So if you're feeling ambitious, you can do more, but whatever you do, don't break the streak. Do it every single day. All right. If you've got that, say got it in the comments. Say got it. Say got it. All right. Great job, guys. All right. We're moving right along. Week number 3, notice the positives around you. Each day this week, notice at least one positive thing. It can be something you did for someone, getting good news, no matter how small, or something that doesn't even involve you that you observe. So notice the positive things that are happening to you or around you. Could be something you did for someone, getting good news, or something that you saw that someone did for someone else. So write down one thing every day. This should not be hard. And this activity often forces people to say, what positive thing can I do for someone else today? Week number 4, seek positive company. This is a 12-week program. Week number 4, seek positive company. So here's some questions to ask yourself. Who are the most positive people on your social feed? Alicia, promote them so you see more of their posts, or just turn on notifications so you see more of their posts. This is really important. Mute or unfollow those who are negative or complaining about everything, even if it's a family member. Mute them, unfollow. Number 3, reach out to the most positive person on your contact list and meet for lunch. I love this one, right? Number 5, interview a person you admire who has a fantastic attitude on life. Not a good, not a great, but a fantastic attitude on life. And listen and subscribe to an uplifting podcast, right? I've got some great podcasts that I listen to. I was cleaning the kitchen, listening to a podcast, and uplifted me, gave me some ideas on business as well, someone I really like to listen to. All right, Onyx Singal's podcast is really good. I say that because he interviewed me recently. Anyway, week number 5, how do you speak or write about yourself? Notice how you speak about yourself to others. For example, when someone pays you a compliment, what do you say? If it's negative, note how you can turn it around. So what I say about myself and what I could say instead. So my boyfriend pointed out to me that when someone compliments me, that I brush it off. I used to, I don't anymore. But someone would compliment me and I would say, "Oh, it's nothing. Anybody could have done it. That was nothing." Instead, do you know what he taught me to do? He taught me just to say thank you. So how many of you, when someone compliments you, do you brush it off instead of just saying thank you and absorbing that compliment, right? So make sure that you are absorbing the compliment instead of just brushing it off and being like, it was nothing. Because it is something. I had to learn that myself. I didn't know that I did it. How long have I been doing that? I don't know, probably forever. Okay, week number 6, read a book about mindset. This week, read a book about mindset. What did you learn? What are your big takeaways? Right? I recommend that you read a book and that you also listen to YouTube videos. There's so many really good ones about mindset out there, but I like reading because we absorb so much more when we read than when we listen, but do both. Okay. Week number 7, we're more than halfway through with your 12 weeks. We got about 5 minutes left in the learning tube this week. I promised you it would be a short one because we really are talking about this 12-week program, and I'm just giving you a gift. I'm giving you this workbook. Okay, week number 7, create a morning routine. Morning routines help you get your mind and body ready for the day. Write 3 things you would like to accomplish before you do anything else for the day. So before anything else you do for the day, what would you like to accomplish? Right? Okay, now comes the toughest part. Figure out how much time you need and block out that time on the calendar. You might have to learn to wake up a little earlier to fit this in, but track your progress below. So day one, you're going to say, I completed that routine. And how did you feel about it? It could be exercising, meditating, whatever you need to do, cleaning your environment before you start your day. What are the 3 things that you need to do? And do it for a week every day. Do not skip a day. I do not care about weekends. Do it. All right. Week number 8, go on a social media fast. One of the things that your phone shows you is the screen time, like how much time you spend on the screen, and pay attention to that. So then it's challenge yourself to stay off your social media streams. So I don't mean, like, I don't think it should be drastic in saying that you have to get out of your Facebook groups and the places that you learn and connect with people, but get out of the streams like the Instagram stream where you're just looking at other people's pictures. All right. So I say, were you successful at abstaining today? It could be abstaining from the scrolling in the news feed and the stuff that's not, business related, personal development related. Okay, week number 9, write thank you notes to people. I love this one. Think about the people in your life who've helped you or whom you are grateful for. Each day this week, write a note to that person and put it in the mail. You can email them, but there's something special for you and the recipient when you take time to put something in the mail. My friend John Tallarico sent me a thank you, but you know what he did? He ordered my favorite food to be delivered to me for lunch, right? That is a great thank you. So all I'm asking you to do here is to write a card and mail it, which you can do. Or if you're going to go to the extreme, hey, I go to Amazon and I order stuff on Amazon and I have them write a card on Amazon and I get it shipped directly to the person, whatever works for you, but make sure they get something in the mail. Okay, week 10, challenge your self-talk. Whenever you talk negatively about yourself, try pushing back and challenging them. Some people find it helpful to give this negative self-talk a name. So, what did you say to yourself that was negative? And how did you push back and how did you push back and challenge it? So, think about if it's helpful. Walk through this one right there. Okay, week number 11, only 2 weeks to go. Week number 11, learn something new. Talent is not fixed, and most people aren't born with it. Even those of you who think that, oh, they're just born with that talent, they aren't. They get that way because they started at a young age or they learned something new. But this week, you can learn something new. Be vulnerable about it, and you will get better at it. On Monday, what's something new you learned, and what did you think of it, and why? Do that for a week. Okay, the last week is week number 12. Note your wins. This week, check off the times that you said something positive about yourself or turned your thoughts around. So on the last week of this 12-week challenge, you're going to check off the days. You're going to check off like the times that you said something positive about yourself. And you start off in the morning and you look in the mirror and you say, you are amazing. And then you can check the box. And then you go around the house and you say, you know what, Alicia, that was a really good thing that you did for that person. Check the box, right? So look for opportunities to do it and write what you're proudest of for the day. And now that you've completed the 12 weeks, take another inventory where you are. Mark how often you talked positively and negatively to yourself. What's going to change between the inventory that you take after the 12 weeks and the one that you take in the beginning? What's going to change is that the one in the beginning will have a lot more negative self-talk, and the one at the end will be very, very minuscule in the negative self-talk, right? So now, congratulations, you've gone through the 12 weeks to turn around your mindset. So pull up the inventory from the list from the beginning and the end. Is there a difference? And so for me, the difference would be the negative self-talk would be less. I know that's what it's going to be for you. But why do you think that is? Right? So write your answer there. What would you like to explore further? Write your answer there. How do you plan to continue working on your mindset? Write your answer there. And then there's just space for journaling and sketching, and that is it. Now I'm going to let you go. Have fun with your workbook. I hope that you enjoyed this class. So I'll just play some music for a while. If you have any questions, you can type it into the chat box. but I really look forward to seeing how this exercise helps you. And remember, as you work on your business, you also have to work on you. Special thanks to Ava, Lorette, Raina, and the whole team for working behind the scenes on the Learning Tube. And thank you to you for coming on every week. Next week, I think I'm going to interview someone. We've been trying to track down a special guest. You guys like it when we interview someone? Like, bring in an expert. So as we're talking about, improving your mindset and improving your personal development, you have to be willing to learn from other people, and you have to, as much as you can, absorb knowledge from others. Do you agree with that? If you agree, just say agree in the comments. Yeah, everybody's agreeing. You better agree to that one. So at least twice a month, I'm going to make an effort to interview someone, bring them on, and have them present to you so we all expand our knowledge. Please invite a friend next week to the Learning Tube, and thank you so much for being here. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye for now. Bye.